So we are here at the Drupa 2024 in Düsseldorf, and on our stand we have a variety of new things that we want to present. One of these is our demonstrator that should give a feeling like a normal production machine in all our specific products that we are providing for the market. We're starting here with the unwind side, and over there's the rewind side. And very interesting for you to know is that the drives in the unwind side, as well as here on the process and on the rewind side, these three are from Erhardt Leimer. So we have our own motor drive, so rotary drive program. And here in the center drum you see the motor with a safe torque off technology, so STO technology, which is important for security applications in the field. And starting here from the left side, we have an uncontrolled dancer here. This is our smart scan, the 100% print defect detection system. Here we have a single side mounted tension roller, the PD40, and then a little bit further down, this roller is the PD30. Inside a web guide, which is a standard web guide. The model is the DRB23, so brushless motor technology, together with a FARP line sensor. And then going back here to the left side, this is what we show and launch new here on the show. That is our DRB11. This is a flat bed web guide, so it is required in areas where there is not enough space to put a regular big web guide. So typically that would point to narrow web applications, but it's also suitable for wide web application. And right after this, we are launching the OMS5. The OMS5 is the successor of the OMS4. And big difference is this is a modular system. So of all our coming models from the type OMS5, we will keep the video head as it is with two 18 megapixel cameras and with a wider field of view. So this is brand new technology with the best, let's say, technical background from the camera resolution, and you can also see this from the image quality that you see over here. As I said before, on our general machine where we show all our different components, I want to give a short introduction into our new set of rotary drives. But before I go to the rotary drives, I want to show you where we're actually coming from. In the past we have been using motors that we got supplied from typical motor manufacturers. But in the meantime, we have developed our brushless motor types from the type AG72, which is the smallest type out of the family, going up to the AG98, which can handle a force up to 10,000 Newton. And in this case, this big animal here has a travel of plus minus 300 millimeter. So these motor drives typically go into web guides or unwind or rewind guides. Due to the, let's say, proficiency that we have gained on the motor drives here, which are part of the entire motor package all the time, we have actually split the ball screw section from the drive section, so from the motor section, and we have created rotary motor drives starting from the AD11, which goes up to 1000 rounds per minute and 1 Newton, over to the 225 rounds per minute AD14 with 4 Newton meter. And of course, in most of the applications we wish that we can do a direct drive technology, so leaving away any kind of gearbox or any other gadgets that we have to put on top, because that would add up on the price. But in order to do so, sometimes it's required that you have a gearbox attached to it. And while the shaft going out and the coupling on that side, so the mechanical part of the drive, is a standardized issue, so it's according to the German international norms, or let's say the international norms, we have the ability to use standard gearboxes, whether they are straight gearboxes or 90-degree gearboxes. We can use them in any case from any supplier. We have chosen a supplier that we have proven to be, let's say, the right quality for our product, but it can also be replaced by any other brand. And as I mentioned before on the demonstrator, this yellow package tells the user that this is an STO drive, so safe torque off in all security relevant situations. People want to know that there is no hidden energy storage somewhere and that the drive starts moving and creating injuries for human beings that are using that product. So we have a full set of motors now together, but we are still expanding our product. So we want to definitely go into the 1 kilowatt drive technology so that we can also become main drives on average or medium-sized machines. As I said before, or demonstrated before, we have a variety of different actuators, rotary actuators, that we are promoting as a new product in the market. But the issue is always that drive technology needs control. So control means you need to follow a specific speed, you need to have a controlled power behind, and you need to be able to meet certain targets. And in order to do so, we need to train the motor with a specific motor characteristic. There's software available in the market that can fine-tune the motor drive for its individual job. But in our case, the system that is sold under the brand name L-Motion has all that you require on board. It is a browser-based and platform-independent motor drive technology which meshes into all, let's say, known PLC technologies such as Siemens, B&R, Mitsubishi, Schneider Electric, doesn't matter. We have all the bus technology to couple this with the existing PLC technology. And let me show you how we train this little animal here. What you can see here, this red curve, is actually the order or the signal to the motor drive to speed up with maximum acceleration and meet rounds per minute at around 180 rounds per minute. And then it reverses full speed to the other direction and also needs to meet the 180 rounds per minute, but just in the other direction. So that means maximum control and maximum power requirement to that drive. In order to train this drive, we need to train it. And that software to train it is inside. And just for you to know that this is not a kind of fake story, I can hold it and you see right away in the graph, we are really writing the behavior of this motor. Okay? So now I release it and I tell the system, please start training. So actually we tell the system now, go maximum into that direction with maximum speed and meet the 280 rounds per minute. And this is what we have here. First of all, we set the 0 and then we start rotating in either direction in a controlled way and try to meet a certain goal in between. And now you see it's trying to rush to the 280, overshooting, and it starts minimizing this overshooting behavior. And now the test run and the training run is over. And now I say go, and you see it meets the requirement almost 100% right. And that is all on board in that drive technology, and that makes it so unique. And I'm repeating myself, this is a brushless motor that is platform independent and browser based. So that means you are not dependent on any software from us. You can open this on Google or any other browser that you have on hand. You go directly into that setting and you have full control of the motor. Or if you do it, let's say on a PLC basis, you plug it in the PLC and you shift the information backwards and forwards that you have the right drive result. All right, and then also in the family of L-Motion with the integrated drives, you will recognize this piece of product from the wall that I have been telling about just a few minutes ago. So this is our standard motor drive taken out of that L-Motion family. So that means the customer can individually choose what he wants from us. He can either choose the motor to shift whatever he wants to shift in whatever direction and speed, and he can also choose a single sensor because both items are with the same technology. So they are Ethernet compatible, so they have an Ethernet bus technology. It can be linked to PLC, it can be linked to any kind of browser. So this is again a platform independent browser based technology. So what are we showing here is basically not a controlled system, but a direct linked system. So we have here a switch. This Ethernet line goes in here to the switch. This Ethernet line goes in here to the switch, and we are just transferring with this input-output card, the EU52, and this input-output card is able to handle the signals from either side. So what we can do is, we can do a direct link between the sensor and the motor. No controller is now in between that is following a certain position. It is just direct signal to move the direct drive. And the difference between LNet means, to L-Motion means that the LNet technology is the bus technology that links all our technology together to an entire system. And on an interface, you go to the outside world. If you want to handle individual components such as these, you are in the L-Motion technology, and you combine it even with other products, like products from sensor suppliers or even motors that use our sensor.